All right. Hello to the Scorpios. This is High Priestess Jamila, and I am here to do you guys' tarot psychic reading plus the dice for April, May, June of 2026. Okay. Now, just a quick disclaimer, these readings may not resonate for every Scorpio, but to get your most accurate personal reading, you guys can schedule with me at divineservicesapothecary.com. Okay, so I've got your cards laid out here, and please forgive me for the scratchy voice. All right, we're going to ask the dice, what messages do you have for the Scorpio suns for April, May, June of 2026? Thank you. All right, nice. A lot of conflict you guys are involved with right now. Some of it seems to be going away. Honestly, it's time for you to let go of that conflict. Because you've lost a lot. You have more to gain than to lose. And understand that if this is like a spiritual conflict, Scorpio, there is a way out. Okay. I really feel like this has got to be like a ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, possibly an ex-friend, that things just didn't work out. Okay. However, what I'm hearing is that you want your peace and your balance. And you can tell that the way all of these come together, just the shape of them, this 5, this 4, this 5, this 4, coming up in a pattern, 3 and 4. All of that needs to just be let go of. Okay. I feel like a lot of you guys are really holding on to unhealthy stuff. And you can tell this 6 was, here's a 6 right here. Definitely can see some financial blessings coming up. You are being, like, the suggestion is to don't put that investment into the conflict, to invest in something else, because it would be a better financial decision. However, like I said, if it is a spiritual conflict or either like a court date coming up, that a lot of you guys should just kind of, like, if it's a spiritual conflict, just put up your protection and move forward. Okay. If it is like something of the mundane, which I don't believe any of this is mundane, that you guys should go ahead and invest what you can, but to go ahead and invest in your security. With all these 4s coming up, this, I feel like it's got something to do with house moving, because it seems like everybody's moving, especially with these 6s. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the card. See, you got the 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands inverted. You know, whatever that conflict is, it's definitely been causing bad luck, be it for you to be held back. You haven't really, it's been causing a lot of burden, a lot. Okay, and you see that 2 of Cups, it could be a relationship with yourself, a new relationship with someone else, or it could be like just your peace, your balance. Okay. There's another 2. Okay, there we go. A 10 of Pentacles. You got all these 10s, which is reminding you to end the cycle. They're inverted because that's not what you're doing. Okay, and you have been definitely, that hermit in the inverted position definitely does tell me some kind of legal issue. Okay, it's kind of like the Justice card sometimes. I can definitely see that. I do feel that you possibly could have a good outcome, a better outcome, if you would leave all that, just let all that other stuff fall to the waysides and trust. Trust, okay? The reason why you guys stay involved is because you're keeping your guard up. You guys need to just go ahead and move forward. Nine of Swords in the inverted position is kind of like, okay, you're torturing yourself at this point. Then also, I feel like a lot of you guys need to clear your head. A lot of you guys need to clear your aura. Yeah, you're staying kind of stuck too much on that situation. You're like super duper focused on it. And, you know, it's led to you being sort of blinded. Also, Seven of Swords inverted is saying that there is negative associations that you need to end. These negative associations are definitely zapping you of your energy, zapping you of your time, and essentially robbing you of the stability and the security that you should want. Why are you guys not striving for that? Well, there's several reasons why. The number one reason why is because of bad habits, number one. Number two, a lot of you guys have adapted to it, and you are now sort of like in a psychosis to where you can't snap out of it and do something else. That's the issue. You're staying stuck on that situation past its time. Okay? Definitely can see that. And it looks like it's been a few years, possibly several years, possibly more than 10 years. For a lot of you guys, you are being reminded that you're stuck. Your mind is stuck on it. Your body seems to be struggling with it. Okay, it's too much negativity, way too much negativity. And you know what? Just because your zodiac sign is connected to the underworld does not mean that you have to live a negative existence, okay? In fact, so Pluto is going into retrograde May the 6th. I feel like your spirit guides are really going to start to point that at you. And they're talking all about like self-love and taking care of self and self-care. Okay. I do feel that another thing, what I can see with that Ten of Wands inverted, is that there is a lot that you are taking on that literally you're handling by yourself. So that means that you're overburdened, and it's okay for someone else. This is like a family association for someone else to help you take that burden on, because a lot of you guys are just taking that burden all by yourself, and you're not really saying anything, probably because you blame yourself. But I can assure you that if you do a little digging, that you are not the only one responsible for that situation. Okay. You know, in fact, let the other person take some kind of responsibility for their actions in it, because it's definitely leading. I feel like this is a downward spiral right here. And then I also, now, like I said, this is positive right here, but this takes work. That's why that 2 is right there. It takes work. Okay, it does. So you've got a repeating 10, you got a repeating 2 in this reading, and all sorts of like just confirmation 8s, 9s. A lot of you guys really need to realize that the effects are going to manifest themselves later. And if you guys are dealing with some kind of PTSD, you're kind of going about it in the wrong way. Okay. That's all I have time for. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, and visit divineservicesapothecary.com. Okay. Bye.